Today we are going to show Peach Betty.
Okay.
She's going to make lemon cookies.
That's right. It is June and it is time to make our lemon kiss cookies. Oh.
Speaking of lemon cookies, here's one.
Here's the lemon. Okay. In our bowl we have powdered sugar and
Melted butter.
slightly melted, super softened. We're going to take our lemon and we need to zest it.
The zesting thing.
We need the microplane.
Oh yeah, we need to rub the thing against it so we can like that. And here's a warning. Do not let your kids touch the sharp thing or else they could get cut.
And we only want the yellow part, none of the white part, because that is bitter tasting. We've zested about half of the lemon because we're going to save the other half for the lemon curd, the filling for these cookies. I always like to do the zesting and have that in before I start mixing because I feel like the flavor is intensified with the mixing. It helps release more of those oils in the lemon. Would you like to mix?
Yes.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab a good pinch of salt.
Nice. Salt this.
What do you think is next? Now that we have our butter and our sugar.
Flour!
It is now flour time. Would you like to dump this in?
I'm going to put the whole thing.
Be gentle. Perfect. So this is a good sugar cookie recipe just by itself. So and they hold their shape really well.
Nice.
You can do different kinds of zest. You can not have zest and just put vanilla and they'd be delicious for like Christmas cookies, or almond extract is really good. What's that? Oh. They can't see Fender.
Well, if you don't see when we have a cat Fender, but he just standing around.
I think he's waiting for some food.
Okay. I'm gonna go feed him.
Okay.
Are you hungry? I'm gonna get you some food.
As you mix this, you might think that it's not going to completely come together and look really dry and shaggy, but just keep working it.
Okay, Fender.
Okay, so we're almost done.
I want to taste the dough.
Yeah, okay, just a little bit. Okay.
Lemony.
Good. Alright, so we are nice and mixed. Now that the dough is nice and smooth, we're going to roll it out because it's easiest to cut them when these are really cold. So I roll them when they're soft, and then I cut them when they're cold. One piece of parchment, and then put your dough on top.
Stop.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on.
That dough.
So we're just going to shape it into a little, just a little bit. Okay. Don't stick your fingers in the dough, but right now it's okay. Now that we've flattened it, it's a little bit easier to roll out this way. We're going to put another piece of parchment on top.
And then you grab the rolling pin and roll it.
I do it with parchment because I don't want to add any flour to the dough. That way it doesn't get more tough every time we have to roll it back together after cutting it. They're not going to rise, so however thick they are when you cut them is going to be how thick they are when they come out of the oven. So now I take this, I put it on a cookie sheet and stick it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make our lemon curd. That way it cools by the time our cookies come out of the oven, and then we can sandwich them all together. For the lemon curd, we are going to separate our egg yolks and our egg whites. Save the egg whites because they can be frozen and then thawed for when you need like a meringue or a buttercream. Don't ever just throw them away. I always find a flat edge. Then when I pull it apart, I pass it gently back and forth, no more than 2 or 3 times, and then deposit. Now we're going to use the rest of that lemon. We're going to zest it into our egg yolks. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Before you start all of this, you want to make sure that you have a double boiler. So that means you want a pot that another bowl fits snugly on top. This is because we need to gently cook our egg yolks. Once you've decided what pot and what bowl work together, go ahead and put water in that pot and get it boiling. Because by the time you're done measuring, you can start cooking. Now that we've completely zested the lemon, we're going to cut it in half and use our squeezer, juicer, whatever you want to call this. Use whatever you can to get the juice out of this lemon. We need 1/3 of a cup. This lemon is just a little too big, but I'm going to do it anyway. I put it cut side down, and then you can just squeeze. It's way less effort than those traditional juicers. Turned completely inside out, it's amazing. Last little bit, 1/3 of a cup of sugar goes in with your egg yolks, along with your juice. 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 1/3 of a cup of juice. Good thing you have the recipe right underneath this video. Now let's go gently cook it on top of our boiling water for 10 minutes or maybe a little bit longer. Once your water is boiling, turn it down, set your bowl on top, and continue whisking for a solid 10 minutes. After those 10 minutes, it should look like a thick hollandaise sauce. Now we're going to slowly melt in 6 tablespoons of butter. When these are all melted and smooth, pour it in a separate container and put it in the fridge to chill. What do you have there? A circle cutter. You can cut these in any shape that you want. I've been really fond of making daisies, so I found a cute daisy cutter and then I put a circle cutter in the middle, and the lemon part comes out yellow and dust them with powdered sugar so they're white daisies. Our dough is nice and cold. We have a small sheet tray. Now we can go ahead and cut this with our circle cutter. Try and get as many as you can by keeping it close. Okay, press.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You might just have to press a little bit harder. And then, ta-da! How about you be my sugar man?
Okay.
I have just granulated sugar here, and we're going to, here, drop it in, and then flip it over. Cute. Makes it extra pretty. So I'll press them, and then I'll pass them. But see how easy it is to cut them out when the dough is super cold?
3 in a row.
Now these don't spread a lot when they bake. I'd leave about 1/2 inch in between each cookie on the tray. I think we'll just do 6. And last one, you want to cut it?
In the middle.
We're only doing 6 because we're the only ones eating these today. Okay.
6 in a row, yay!
6 in a row. So what you can do if you're not going to bake the rest of this, crumble it all up into a nice ball, put it in some plastic wrap, and you can freeze it. I'm going to go ahead and put these beautiful guys into a 400-degree oven for only 10 minutes. 400 is a very hot temperature, of course, so keep an eye on them. You don't want them to get brown around the edges, just a little bit on the bottom.
Imagine if I could shut this whole thing off.
I know.
But I would never do that.
Good.
Squish! They don't fall, bro!
Oh my goodness. Did you just say bra?
Yes.
Okay, super hot, out of the oven, glistening with sugar. They have to cool. We're going to let them cool on the tray so they continue to bake just a little bit so they're not too soft, but just soft enough. Once they're cool, then we're going to fill them with our lemon curd and eat them. Spoon.
Thank you.
Okay. I have placed it in a Tupperware to keep it cold. Ta-da. Just thick enough, like a custard.
It is custard.
And? Good? Tell them.
It's good.
Okay. Sullivan approved. Now we just gotta wait. I got a little impatient, so I just stuck them in the fridge. Feel free to do that if you want. But they're completely cool. We're going
You did
to...
get impatient.
We're gonna flip one of each set over.
Scoop it up.
Scoop some curd.
And then do it on
Right
the
in the middle.
We're just going to do this.
Wait, no, it'd be easier if we did this.
Oh.
There you go, you don't have to press too hard, and then last one.
You can. Oh,
Mm-hmm. You like it? Making
That
them?
is how you make lemon curd sugar cookie sandwiches.
We'll
Like
see you.
and subscribe
Mm-hmm.
and give us a like and get your Peach Betty calendar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
If
see
you
you
want
in
this-
the next video. Bye.
Bye. If you want to get the Peach Betty calendar, send me a message, and that's how you get the link to the actual recipe. If you have the recipe calendar, then I'll see you next month.